Good evening and welcome to the beautiful Dwight York Stadium here in Tobago. We're here for the finals of the Tobago zone of the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Coca-Cola Intercol. It's Signal Hill up against Mason Hall. I'm Gordon Pierre. Together with me is Sid Gray, the legendary Sid Gray. Good evening, Sid.
Good afternoon, sir.
Well, we're seeing the teams just meeting. The officials leading that official team, we have the president, Marie Gonzalez. We also have Cian Blackman. She's one of the second vice president of the Secondary Schools Football League, followed by Mrs. Kathleen Gillian, the Coca-Cola area representative, followed by the president of the Tobago zone. And also there is the secretary, the assistant secretary.
Assistant Secretary
Orlando Kerr. In education
and research and technology.
Research and technology. So they're just meeting the three teams on the pitch. We've got, of course, Mason Hall. They are in red and black, and Signal Hill in green and black. The third team on the pitch is the refereeing team. We've got an experienced refereeing team. In the head referee is going to be Keon York. The assistant referee number 1, Glenroy Dennis. Assistant referee number 2, Ashton Benjamin. And the fourth officials, Tedmond Kelly. So all things are set here for a Caracas City. We have two teams who have been giant killers thus far. Signal Hill, they got past the Premiership boys, Speyside, and Mason Hall. They were able to turn the tables on the championship winners that defeated them in the finals. So they've turned the tables on them. That's Bishop's High, and they've booked their place here in the finals of the Tobago Intercol action.
Yes, I believe it will be a cracker here today. These are two teams that like to play at high tempo. So I expect a very high tempo game, a game with a lot of pace and aggression.
Well, we have the national anthem about to be played here at Dwight York. And they just mixed up the national anthems, yeah? It was a good rhythm, though. But the weather conditions, perfect for football, Sid.
Yes, it is a beautiful day for football.
Well, forged from the love of liberty, both teams here will be looking to definitely forge their names into the history books, to write their names as the champions in 2022 of the Tobago Zonal Intercol Finals. Sid, what can we expect from these two teams?
I expect a high tempo. The both teams are very physical, and I think they played similar in style, and I think this will be a cracker here today.
Judging from the semi-finals, you saw both. Who do you think have the edge going to this one?
For me, I will give Mason Hall the edge, but as I have to say, really, this signal, both sides do not give up. They have been fighting because the both teams has come from behind in the last game. So I want to know if they have a lot more in the tank to give today.
Well, we've got the starting lineups for you. For Signal Hill, we have in goal the 00. He's Nickwan Walker. Nickwan Walker, he's the goalkeeper. Then we have the number 10. In fact, this is the Mason Hall team. The Mason Hall team, we've got the 00, big Nickwan Walker. Then we've got the number 10, Omari Daniel. Number 11, Jaden Koshi. Number 4, Tony Antonio. Number 21, Jamal Gilman. Number 12, Raziri Sibiru. Number 9, Yashua Mohammed. Number 7, Rikali Williams. Number 16, Dayton Allen. Number 19, Shoniam Baker. And rounding off the starting lineups, we've got Jacori Julian. He'll be sporting number 14 jersey. Well, for the Signal Hill team, we've got in goal the big man, Kareem Warner. He's going to try to lead his team to victory here. The number 2, Jadea Phillips. The number 3, Jalen Dennis Devines. Number 5, Nikhil Dublin. Number 12, Mario Pereira. Number 14, Jaquan Defoe. Number 8, Caleb Christmas. Number 7, the tricky and impressive Israel Trim. Number 6, Jaden Richardson. Number 11, Jalen King. And if number 7, Trim, was important, I think, for this Signal Hill team, the number 10, Dareem Taylor, he's going to be the ace in the pack for them.
See that both teams are in the huddle. Their last final prayer before the game kicks off.
Well, they're just doing all that they should do before they get ready to rumble here. Keon York, the man in the middle of this one, he's gonna control things. But the boys on display and standing over the ball, we have the impressive Dareem Taylor. A lot is expected of him. Can he deliver here on this, the big scene? Of course, the World Cup has started, Sid. Lots of upset this morning. Argentina crashing to unlikely victories versus the Saudis. So is it going to be a case of the Cinderella stories for both teams continuing? Or is it definitely going to be the end of the road for one of them?
Well, it has to be end of the road for one, because we have to get a winner today.
Trim there trying to thread the needle. Handled easily at the back by Daniel. As they begin their passing sequence, Kwashi goes back to his keeper, the big Walker. He's been the hero for them all this way. A big kick upfield, it goes to Dublin. And skillful Sebro. Still Sebro. And then he just muffs his shot, and it's easily handled by Dublin. A bit of a change formation here for the Signal Hill team, as they've gone with 3 at the back, as they try to really cover the central part of the field. Trim.
You can always see the tempo.
Yeah, it's going to be fast paced.
Yes. But Signal Hill is trying to pass their way on.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to pass here today. This falls to Williams. He got a double in the semi-finals. Shot from distance. Charge down. And there's a bit of a handle ball, just getting his hands in the way. There was the number 19, Baker. Shodium Baker. So the pace, the game, just as you predicted it, said it started at a frenetic pace. Both teams yet to really settle, but playing on the front foot. The high press in effect.
Yes, I expect this to be very frenetic and a frantic game here, because these teams just like to play this fast, long ball sometimes. Direct game.
Here comes Signal Hill as they try to get their attack going. It was aimed to the overlapping Pereira, but he's not able to get it as he takes his position here on the left side. So the fans, they're just coming in. A beautiful, picturesque evening for football here. It's not too hot. The field has gotten some water, but the weather has been kind to us today. No real heavy downpour. So the game, the played on excellent conditions here, Sid.
Yes, the playing surface is an excellent condition. The day has turned out pretty well because early in the morning it was a very heavy downpour, but the field is a very good field, so it didn't hold any water. So it is in prestige condition for a lovely day of football.
Yes, this field named after our legend, one of the legends here in Tobago, Dwight York. Of course, Sid, you have your field there in Roxborough, the Sid Gray Stadium there as well. Beautiful facilities here in this style of Tobago.
Yes.
A bit of a heavy touch there by Daniel. He's left the back, going on a bit of overlap, as we have seen in the earlier games. He's a very good defensive player, Umar Daniel, but he's also good going forward. So he's one who's going to be leaving his position often and joining the attack from the centre-back position.
Well, as you call it, the libero, the Beckenbauer style of play.
He's going to be very important for his team here. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Town Secondary School Coca-Cola Intercol, the Tobago Zone Finals. It's Signal Hill in green and black up against Mason Hall in red. Both teams booked their places through different types of victories. Signal Hill, they got their victory in normal time, beating the Premiership boys. Speyside coming from behind and winning 2-1. For Mason Hall, their road to the finals was a dogged fight with Bishopside that ended with the score tied at full time. But here comes Signal Hill. It's cleared up field. And that man Williams is very dangerous. He's in pursuit. But Warner has been good all season long. But he's caught in possession here. Getting a bit complacent there, Warner.
Bit lucky there.
Yeah, he definitely found himself in a position that you don't want the keeper to be caught in that position, in possession.
I think balls to play it out. Sometimes you do not have the time. You need to just play this ball out once. Big. He tried to play the nice football. Maybe this was the coach wanted. Try for him to be playing out from the back, yes. But you need to recognize the danger. When you are in danger, is to clear the ball early.
Well, here comes Mason Hall. That one broken up. Falls to Israel Trim. Silky smooth, as he always does it. Ball played through, it falls to Taylor. Another very good full touch, and Daniel is able to come across and just usher it out. So Signal Hill, they starting on the attack. Both teams yet to really settle, but Signal Hill, they seem to be the one looking to press and get forward quickest here. So Signal Hill with a shot from distance. Trying his luck from distance was King. So the early exchanges, both teams yet to really settle, but
the early exchanges, I'll say Signal Hill. They seems to be more trying to control the game in the midfield. They are trying to keep the ball, pass the ball and move. And they seem to be in a little rhythm, I have to say.
Yeah, well, talking to the coach of the Mason Hall team, yes, Devon's Dollar Smart, he said that a number of his players are crying just slight niggles, so he'll be cautious going into this game. Remember to get all your secondary schools football league action here at Tiger Sports International. So if you're in front of your televisions, on your computer or your phones, remember to like, subscribe and share, and invite the whole family to have a viewing of this spectacle that is put on here at the Dwight York Stadium, where Signal Hill, they meet Mason Hall. So Signal Hill coming forward, ball threaded. Signal Hill just seems to have that little edge on them here this afternoon. Ball across, just out of the reach of Taylor.
Yes, Signal Hill seems to be in this nice rhythm, trying to out hustle Mason Hall.
That ball played down the channel. Always a willing runner here. You're going to have a Kelly Williams. He was the 2-goal hero for Mason Hall in the semi-finals. Can he show up here? But it's Signal Hill who's first to every ball. And that ball just going out of play. So the both teams yet to really settle, but it seems like the Signal Hill team, they've started on the front foot.
Yes, I think they are trying to get Mason Hall out of rhythm.
Well, they've done so successfully thus far. Mason Hall finally stringing together some passes.
This is not Mason Hall. Mason Hall is not the type of team that actually try to pass their way pass their way through teams. They like to play the ball direct. They seem to try a different approach today.
Well, yeah, we saw the opportunity by Kelly Williams. He has a dangerous left boot. We've already seen that in this Intercol series. Signal Hill, though, coached by Downey Marcel. And as they get into their passing routine, just string the passes together. Ball in the Trim. He's got Daniel for company. Trim!
Tried to do a bit too much there. He has a nice pass. He had a nice pass inside, which I think he should have tried.
And just losing out. And Signal able to come forward here. King. He finds Trim, Israel Trim. Ball across. Headed clear.
Lovely ball there.
And Christmas with a shot. It was a beautiful flighted ball there by Trim.
Just needed someone to attack that one.
Into the danger area. So Signal Hill, they seem to be getting their game plan going. Mason Hall just coming out here a bit on the slow side of things.
Did the game last week take a bit out of them?
Well, you know how it is, the big occasion. But it's a strong challenge. Winning out there for his team and putting into touch. Julian. Jacoby Julian. The fans, they continue to fill up the stands here at the Dwight York Stadium. Taylor. But it's cut out and they are able to bring it forward here. To get that ball going, there was Baker, but it's gone a bit too far forward for that's Mohammed. Both teams very organized. You're seeing them able to, they have a plan of where they want to squeeze the ball, where they're going to mark and where they're going to cover.
Yes.
And a shot from distance. Easily handled by Kareem Walker. Warner, you'll have to do a whole lot better to get past him.
For a bit of distribution there, you had the man on the wide left back. You tried to find the man further upfield. You could have started right there and start the play.
Yeah, just a bit rushed there.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to start the play where you see. That's the first thing the coach will try to say. Play what you see.
Yeah.
Don't try to do try to make the killer pass too early. And that's what he's trying there as a goalkeeper.
Just need to settle. He's been good for his team. He's wearing the armband this afternoon. But you saw two occasions where he wanted to be the star. He was already caught in possession trying to get past Williams, the dangerous Williams. And then again, when he had the opportunity to just cool things down, he just rushed the play. So probably the occasion, this is a very big occasion for these
Yes,
youngsters.
and the occasion could tell. Because if you don't settle yourself and calm yourself, you try to do something out of the ordinary because you want to be the hero, the guy. It can cost your team.
Yes, there you see coming down the wing there was Mohammed, put in the touch by Dublin. So definitely these youngsters, they got to temper the excitement, the butterflies in the belly, the wanting to be that one to write your team into the history books. You want to match that with some type of composure. But it's Mason Hall here who's on the attack. Sibro, always skillful. Kwashi. Back to Sibro. Still Sebro. Sebro the ball across. It falls into the area. The keeper comes. A good save there by Warner. It's still not clear. And then just flashing wide was Alena.
That save could settle his nerves. Ted came early. Great piece of goalkeeping there.
So Signal Hill is just bringing that ball from the back. Ball, long ball already, just hoping to get Darren Taylor going, but it's just a bit too far forward. Darren Taylor, he's going to be very important for his team here this afternoon. He's able to hold up that ball and he's able to allow Trim to get involved. He's also able to allow King to get involved. So he'll want to get on the ball often. Ball cleared upfield. A bit of a battle. So remember that you're watching the Tobago zone, the Intercol finals. Get your whole family in front of the television. Invite all your friends to watch premium quality football, secondary schools football, the Tiger Town Secondary Schools Coca-Cola Intercol action here in Tobago. So it's going to be a throwing here for the Signal Hill team.
Is it the nerves? It's getting better of Mason Hall here today.
And that's a foul throw. Yeah.
But you cannot count out experience. Well, I have to say, I will have to say experience, because Signal is a side that's normally been in the final. This may be Mason Hall's first Intercol final. So maybe this is the reason why Signal is more settled than Mason Hall.
Can't discount history. Taylor there.
Yes.
It's going to be a corner. You know, the traditional big side. Of course, the side of the player whose name is written on the stadium. Dwight York, former Soca Warriors captain and Manchester United player. It's going to be Taylor here. In fact, it's not Taylor, it's King who's going to be taking this with the left boot. It's going to be curling in. The big guys have come up from the back. Big Judea Phillips. Ball is still into the area. He aimed at Phillips, but he's not able to get it. And then it's just played back inside. Oh, and Taylor had an opportunity there.
He had more time than he actually think he had.
Yes, well, definitely when he was in the penalty area, the 6-yard box, you definitely think the keeper would have been close to him.
Yes.
The keeper was nowhere to be found, and he just headed it over the bar. So an early opportunity there for the Signal Hill team to probably get their team on the scorecard.
Yes. All he needed there is one of his teammates to shout at him and tell him to calm.
Yeah. Mason Hall on. Oh. It was a cross that turned into a shot.
It's a long kick here.
It was in the trim, but a strong tackle by Daniel. He heads it clear, taking no chances and no prisoners. Omar Daniel, he wears the captain band this afternoon. So Signal Hill going to take in the throwing. Pereira. Richardson to Taylor.
Heavy touch there.
A heavy touch by him. He's not able to come forward. And they're trying to. That ball just going out. It's going to be throwing to Signal Hill. Trim. He's got 3 for company. Tony. Mason Hall. That gets it to Williams. The dangerous Williams. And then Sebro. Silky smooth in the midfield. Sebro just exchanging passes as they continue to build. Mohammed. Still Mohammed. Aimed at Williams. And then it's cleared out there by Phillips. Cleared into touch. So it seems like definitely the team from Mason Hall, they've settled.
It seems like they're now getting into their rhythm here. difference today and the last game, Signal seems to be putting more emphasis on
Williams.
Yeah.
That's why they have 3 stoppers today. 3 centre backs, as they call in the modern game. You know, in my times we'll call them stoppers, but they 3 centre backs.
Yes.
So he had a lot of company when the ball has broken to him. They played with roving wing players. They aim at Williams. He's able to turn away. He's trying to tee up that left boot. Shot from distance. A bit of a deflection. It goes for a corner.
As soon as he gets any space, he's trying around the box. He's heading for that goal.
He's shown that he's a very dangerous player. Remember the name? Raquel Williams? Kelly Williams. Ball hit across, goes past everyone. Gilman, the captain, goes down. That's Daniel under the challenge. The big guys have steamed up. So Daniel just asking for his 10 pieces. He's going to be... What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to float this in, or is he going to try to go for goal? It's floated in!
It's offside.
Just having straight offside. There was Mohammed.
2 of them. Straight, just offside.
So Williams was offside, as well as Mohammed. Daniel goes down, but Tony is able to win out here for his team. Then he passes out to Baker. Baker has been infringed upon by Richardson. Daniel. Tony Antonio. Ball just trying to get Williams going. Sibro loses out that battle to King. And then Mason Hall, not afraid to put the ball down and knock it around. As you see Richardson finding King. King he was aiming at Trim, but Trim had realized that he had gone offside and stopped his run.
Yeah, but I think he paid too much on that pass. He just needed to take. Sometimes you just need to just clip it in the area for someone to run on to make it a 50-50 for the keeper and your striker.
Yeah, definitely. That dangerous area where the keeper don't know whether to commit or not to commit. And there's a bit of a mistouch there by Tony Antonio. Trim. Heavy touch. Daniel. The early ball aimed at Williams. Oh, a bit of confusion here. He's brought down in the area. No call by the referee.
He's a bit lucky there.
And there you see it again.
Yes.
Keeper Warner, as we spoke earlier on.
Yes, trying to do a bit too much.
Trying to be a hero. He could have cleared it early. Instead, he tried to bring it into the area under pressure. The forward goes down under the challenge. You decide at home what that call is. Here at the White York Stadium, though, it's a no call by the referee.
It's a strong tackle there.
And Daniel sending the message early here to Trim. Skipper Daniel will have to be cautious after that. Israel Trim.
It's a dangerous tackle. Turn into him. Oh, off. He was
challenge. He went over the ball
too, as well, and he was off the ground. He's quite lucky to be on the field as well.
Yes, definitely, especially with the players back facing you. You know, that's considered a challenge from behind. That's one. It was over the ball, a high tackle, and then he both feet off the ground.
Yes, his touch showing as well. So many things went wrong there for him.
Good refereeing though. You want the referee to allow the game to play. These youngsters just ensure that they temper their enthusiasm, as it's going to be Phillips, Judea Phillips, to take this one. You will prefer him at the end of it. Ball cool in. Goal! Dear Phillips! What a goal! What a strike here! The goalkeeper Walker totally misread the ball. And Signal Hill, they lead this one 1-0 here. Judea Phillips,
the hero of the last game, has now created the first blunder for Mason Hall.
So it's, look at it again.
Off the line too early, misjudged it, and into the back of the net.
Yeah,
that's why they always said when you are doing free kicks like those, put it between the goal. Let the keeper make the mistake.
Yeah, the keeper, coming, misjudging it totally, barely getting a hand to it. So from hero to villain, hero last game with his saves that kept his team in it. Walker, they're giving up the early goal. So here comes Signal Hill. Walker out bravely, competently, as we know him to be. Collects.
Could he recover from that mistake?
Well, he got to put it in the back of his mind. You know, it's a bit of a sporting lesson. As falls here to a good defensive tackle there by Devines. King, Richardson. And just bringing that ball to his partner, bringing it to Pereira. Richardson with the opportunity to play it earlier. Just remonstrating with his coach. Richardson able to retrieve here though. They find King. Back to Richardson, and then a bit of a heavy touch.
Yeah. Just need to calm themselves. Calm. Just pass this ball with some care. Well, don't need to rush. You have time.
Well, they've gotten the go-ahead goal. That description, for something more intimate than football. You don't need to rush. Take your time. Yes. But on the football field here, both teams, they're up and are ready for this battle. Richardson, King with the early ball. Is he onside? Walker off his line early. Phillips.
And this is the problem here. They have having time and just giving it away.
Phillips do with the defensive header. Mohammed. Strong challenge there by the Defoe. Puts it into touch.
If it's one thing I will tell you, I know Mason Hall is a side do not give up.
Yeah, they've shown that they've got the passion for playing, that they're able to play through tough circumstances. King in the trim. Trim bursting forward here. Still King. Nice cheeky pass. And it's played in behind the defense. Pereira.
Just the final pass. And every time they have this final pass, they are just putting a bit too much on it. Just to play the ball sometimes to the player.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us with just about 26 minutes gone, as you're in the 27th minute, you're watching the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Coca-Cola Intercol action, the finals of the Tobago Zone. Signal Hill, they lead this 1-0. A goal scored by Judea Phillips against Mason Hall. So remember, for all your secondary schools football needs, to like, subscribe and share to Tiger Sports International. And there is brought down there Tony Antonio. It's going to be a common denominator. They'll have to hack Israel Trim because he's confident, he's silky smooth, and that's how he plays. He picks up the ball, he's always one to run at the defenders. And
that's a sign of a good striker, always trying to take them on, put them on the back foot.
Is it deja vu? The last time he was fouled in that area, Judea.
Could it be?
Came up and...
Yes, could it be?
So let's look at it here again. Phillips. This one floated into the area.
This time he doesn't come.
Yeah, it's just a bit overhit this one.
Just needed to get it within the area, within the goal. Last time he put it within the goal. Now he put it outside. A bit too much on it.
So the action here, definitely fast pace. Trim again. Still Trim. But then they're able to win out, and then a missed pass here by the skipper Daniel. So the skill of Trim, King, and to a lesser extent this evening, Taylor, have definitely caused some panic for the Mason Hall defensive unit.
Yes, they have. But the 5 in midfield that I have to say across in the midfield for Signal is causing some problem for Mason Hall. The extra guy in the midfield is causing the problem. They seem to always have an extra pass.
Well,
and Mason Hall needs to find a way to counter.
Well, there on the screen is Coach Downey Marcel giving out some instructions. But on the other side, Coach Smart, he'll definitely have to find a way. Devon Smart, he'll have to find a way to get that instruction out, that to make his team be able to counteract that 5-man in the midfield.
That's what I'm saying. You need to find some way along the line to try to fix that as soon as possible.
There's a foul there on Daniel. It's because they're able to play with the 3-man back line because there's only one real outlet forward striker yes, in Williams. Zibro was aimed at Mohammed. He finally gets it. And Gilman. So they're able to pass that ball around. Ball played across.
And this is what I'm saying. They are countering Mason Hall main shots, the diagonal balls. They have make sure that these balls has been covered by the wing guys.
So Signal Hill there, able to get their passing game going. Very fluent in the midfield here. As you stated, they got that extra man in that midfield area, playing with 3 across the back and 5 across the middle. Threaded through, but not able to get on it was Trim.
Yes, this final pass, they just need to connect on the final pass.
So Walker to Kwashi, Gilman. As they begin to, that ball is played through the dangerous Williams. He's up 1-on-1 against Phillips, but they're able to win out there. A midfield battle taking place there between Julian. And then it's just the final pass here. But they got an opportunity with Baker. Sibro. Gilman. The ball just played into touch. It's going to be Mason Hall ball. So the Mason Hall guys, they've definitely come to town here. But they've got the commentator's curse. The skillful Trim. Tricky.
Trim is making himself a nuisance here.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's been a notch above the rest in terms of his attacking prowess.
Yes.
But he's going through the wars. It's not the first time that we've seen him rolling around.
I think the Signal Hill physio will have a lot of work to do today. I think he'll be bumping around, bouncing around. Because he seems to be in the wars here today.
Yes, definitely. There we see him. This is the first goal. And
a bit of misjudgment there by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Walker definitely misjudged it. Of course, that free kick resulted from Israel going down. Judea Phillips was standing over it, and I was just about to comment that I'll prefer to see him in the area heading that ball. And then he just silenced me.
Yes, he put you, show that you are wrong. I am the guy to get this free kick.
He can take the free kick from just about 40 yards out.
Yeah, the biggest guy on the field.
Yeah.
I would have said the same thing too. You know, I would prefer to see him in the box, crashing onto these balls into the box.
But he's going to get another opportunity to deliver. He's had 2 already. One has been picked up from the back of the net. Let's look at this one. Headed cleared by Antonio. Just call for the infringement there. I think Mason Hall being bailed out a bit there.
I think that's a smart foul. Slow the game down. Get your players behind. Stop the counter attack.
Yeah, both teams have shown a great tactical awareness. Their positioning, the ability to really cover each other has been very good from both teams.
Well, they had some time to go and do their homework. And once you're doing your homework, as a coach, you're supposed to be try to stifle the other team from playing. And I think, for me, Signal Hill has done that better than Mason Hall in this game right now.
Yeah,
the first 30 minutes, they have done that better than Mason Hall.
The main attacking threat, Williams, they're just losing out. But it's Baker. Still Baker. Ball floated into the area. Gilman arriving at the far post. And then it's just, he just gives it away. Dublin, though, just puts it into touch. So the rhythm section here, just getting into full song. Captain Daniel trying his luck from distance. But he's just flashing wide there.
He's still no one in the goal.
Well, he would have to do well to get past the impressive Kareem Warner in goal.
Is it a sign of desperation?
And the ball is going off for Richardson there. You're seeing the coach for the Mason Hall team. He's up. Devon Dollar Smart. He was an intense player. And there he's an intense coach at the edge of the area, urging on his boys. Williams winning that battle. But then Trim comes and is able to claim. And then they're able to maintain good possession here. Showing good composure at the back. Kwashi. He's been quiet. Well, a bit overhit. It was aimed at Mohammed.
Signal is doing quite fine, quite well here with the defensive shape. They are making sure that these boys on the flanks of for Mason Hall is well covered. They have not get the room to play, because those are the balls they like to play, the diagonal balls. And this could be dangerous here. Smart defending there.
Just snatching at it there.
Yes, smart defending there, I have to say.
Jacori Julian there.
The defender didn't give him the chance to play to the dangerous striker. He said, I dare you. You take the shot. I give you the shot. I'm not giving you that shot. I will be going with him.
Yeah, he definitely using a lot of football intelligence there.
Yeah.
He decided, you beat me. But Mr. Williams today will not be the one to beat Signal Hill or get Mason Hall back on the scorecard. So it's Warner here. He's not had much to do thus far, besides clearing the ball forward. It's headed off, skids off the head of Tony Antonio, and it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for Herrera. That falls kindly to King. Richardson. And he goes all the way back to order. So Signal Hill there in large and in charge thus far. When you can take the ball out of the attacking third and put it back to your goalkeeper, it says something about your confidence. And then a long ball all the way across that is causing some difficulty, but it's easily handled by skipper Daniel. Almost caught in possession there. Beautiful play there by Richardson. Getting the free kick. And we know the routine.
Yes.
The big guy, Judea Phillips. Biggest guy out on the pitch, probably about 6'4". All of it muscle.
Similar position from the first goal. Would he get it right this time again?
Will it be deja vu?
Within the goal line.
This time puts it in the area. It's not cleared. Williams. It's played through, but Warner is way off his line. Well, he's able to get the pass through, so it's competently done. All's well that ends well. And then just hack down there is King. So it's going to be another free kick.
Yes.
And these free kicks has been what has really been the area of attack for the Signal Hill team. They've gotten their goal through them, And they've got about 4 or 5 in about the same area across the pitch.
And I think this can add up. It depends on where these free kicks are taken. When you start creating a lot of fouls in the midfield, it tends to end up more into your box. Put a lot of pressure on your defense here.
Yeah. This time they went to get tee up Phillips for a blast from distance. Beautiful work there, just skipping past the challenge. There was the foul. The ball still not cleared. And a shot from distance. Just flashing wide. It seemed to be well covered though by the big goalkeeper Walker.
Yes, yes. Although the shot was from 40 yards out. The big guy had it covered.
So as we approach just about 40 minutes, 38 minutes gone in this one, Signal Hill in green and black, they lead this 1-0. A goal scored by Judea Phillips. As they match up against Mason Hall here in the Tobago finals. Yes, the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Coca-Cola Intercol final. The Intercol, what it's all about, where the big guys come up against the small guys.
You have to say the small guys.
Both teams, a bit of a Cinderella story in the semi-finals.
But on history, Signal Hill is one of the big guys with great history in this intercol competition here.
Yes, definitely. They've been the record holder for the number of times they've won the intercol here in Tobago. Ball played over the top. Trim. And then that ball just goes out. It's going to be throwing to Signal Hill. Well, you know, how the things have changed. You know, Signal Hill will normally be in the Premier Division, the Premier Division of the secondary schools football. This year, not campaigning in the top 16 teams. They've been in the championship. They were not even in the finals here in Tobago. The finalists of the championship was Mason Hall, and they went down to Bishops.
And which will be, Mason Hall will be one of the surprise, I have to say. And it been playing for the championship here in Tobago. Two teams, I have to say, Bishop as well, although Bishop for the recent years has been doing pretty well.
Yeah, so there are foul chess being committed. If you were coach Devon Dollar Smart, what would be your words, Sid, at the halftime whistle?
I think Devon, he needs to get his side to try to play some more. Control, try to win the midfield battle, and this is where they are losing the game, in the midfield. So they are being outplayed in the midfield. Not because you don't have three in the center midfield, that means it doesn't, but you just have to find a way to get and control inside the midfield here. Especially the guys on the flanks. When they lose it, they need to tuck in a bit more,
so
to create the extra guy
in the middle. Yeah. So good instructions there from former World Cup player Sid Gray. You'll have to call him Coach Sid now. Not as quick as he used to be, a rampaging wingback in his times. And of course, at the secondary schools level, for many would not know, a leading goal scorer here in Tobago. So it's going to be a throw in here to Mason Hall. Kwashi goes back to his captain, Daniel. Back to Kwashi. Ball threaded through to his aimed at Williams. And it goes all the way through to Warner. He'll be in no great hurry to put that ball in his hands. He'll wait there all day. Then he finally just picks it up and gets ready to distribute upfield. Banged upfield. The three defenders getting in each other's way. And then the ball just falls into King. King to Trim. A bit of a heavy touch there by Baker. He's in a battle with Richardson. Both teams not holding any punches.
No, they seem to be going still.
Daniel with that ball floated into the area.
I know for sure Mason Hall will not be giving up. Their side will always fight till the last end, till the bitter end.
Gilman. Sibru skipping past challenges in the midfield. Finds Mohammed. Oh, he's offside. The referee assistant just signaling for an offside. Phillips. Early ball to Taylor. Still Taylor. Taylor with the back heel. King. Ball through. Just a bit too far forward there. It was aimed at the dangerous trim.
It was a nice idea. Just need to get it right. But there was two guys coming off on the back post free.
Yeah, Trim as well as Pereira. Be able to bring this ball forward. And you're seeing Warner playing like a keeper sweeper. It's been quite high.
Very high. I think that's a dangerous ploy. He can play high, but I find he's a bit too high for me.
Well, there's a principle when playing high, Sid. You can play that high when there's pressure on the ball. Yeah. If the man on the ball has time and space, he can lob you or get a good shot off from distance. So playing high, you know, you'll be watching the World Cup now and seeing keepers playing high as sweeper. As they're almost getting their wires crossed, there was the defense over the Mason Hall team. So you will be watching the World Cup and seeing keepers playing high, and if they don't understand the principles behind playing high, then they can get themselves in problems, because when the keeper is playing high, it's because his team is pressuring the ball.
When you have pressure on the ball,
yeah.
I have to explain this. When someone is putting pressure on the ball, is when you have a defender head down. He does not know where to pass the ball, so he's under so much pressure that the keeper could be high, could be off. Because if he have time to raise his head, that means he has time and space to do what he wants.
Yeah, so good lesson there by Coach Sid as that ball goes out. Of course, Sid Green of Trinidad and Tobago Soca Warriors fame, a World Cup player, very high pedigree. As we approach the halftime whistle, 1 minute would be added on here at the Dwight York Stadium. So not much time left before we get the whistle here.
Signal Hill is playing a very tactical game here. They seem to be having, I have to say, professional fouls. Soon as the Mason Hall players pass one of their thing, they seem to find time to foul them as quick as possible to stop the game, stop the rhythm.
Yeah, so they're breaking up the fluid momentum of the Mason Hall team.
But as we are here, this could be very dangerous here. At the position of this ball.
Yeah, and Raquel Williams
is on this ball. And he has a very good shot.
And it's on his
left foot.
It will favor his left foot there. He loved that angle. The distance not too far out and not too close either. So he can generate a lot of power from there.
He can generate a lot of power and can get the ball up over the wall and down. The dip.
So Warner, keeper Warner, Kareem Warner will have his matchup here. This is probably the last kick of this half. Oh, it's into the wall. You'll have another opportunity. Chipped it in. And it's cleared. And I think the referee is gonna bring to an end this half any moment now. Ball into the area. Trim just clears it up. It's put back into the danger area. Antonio. And that's the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, Signal Hill, they lead this one to a goal by Judea Phillips. What a first half it was here. It was not the breakneck pace that we expected, but it was definitely a good footballing lesson for all who was watching.
It wasn't, I was going to say, a breakneck pace, but it was very high intensity. Yeah, this is ball into the box, into the box, just within the goal. Goalkeeper misjudge it, hands on it, back of the net.
Yeah, so that's the goal that separates these two teams. We invite you to continue watching as we go to the break. When we come back, we have more action here in the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Coca-Cola Intercol Action, the Tobago Zone Finals. Welcome back to action here at the Dwight York Stadium as we get ready for the second half of the Tiger Tank Secondary School Intercol final action here in Tobago. Signal Hill, they lead 1-0 versus Mason Hall here as we see the referees just going on the pitch. I'm going to play together with the legendary Sid, an interesting first half.
Yes, it was a very interesting first half. Signal Hill has played very smart here today, have been countering Mason Hall threats by covering their wide threats. That is where their strength are, playing the long diagonal balls to the wide midfield strikers and their speedy forward, and Signal have been covering it very well.
Well, we see two substitutions about to be made. We see for the Mason Hall team coming in the number 17, Josiah Stewart. Josiah Stewart, he's about to enter the fray for Mason Hall, and a change as well for Signal Hill as we see Morgan, Jermaine Morgan, he comes in and going out. We see Caleb Christmas going out. So for Signal Hill, Morgan comes in, Jermaine Morgan, and it's Mason Hall. They are in red and black on the field. They're up against Signal Hill, who are in green and black. So that ball just ushered out there. Richardson, Dobson. So out is Antonio. Tony for Signal for Mason Hall. As the ball goes out of play.
Caleb Christmas for Signal Hill out. Going in, number 9, Jermaine Morgan. And
so Signal Hill here looking to come forward. Fine stealer. That ball charged down.
And Signal Hill has started the second half the same way they have started the first half, trying to pick this Mason Hall side apart.
Yeah, they definitely put the ball down and knock it around. King with a shot from distance. Just flashing wide. So they're shooting like a shooting gallery here at the Dwight York Stadium. Anytime they've got any space, they're quick to pull the trigger here. That one just flashing wide there from their number 11 player, King. Just a bit of a delay as the ball returns to the play. The ball boys, they just left their duties at the halftime whistle. They're not yet back in position. But you're seeing them just getting in position.
Well, the ball boys they are still on a break.
Probably they're watching France demolish Australia. The last score we had in that one was France 4, Australia 1.
I think the final score is 4-1, yes?
Well, the final score there, Australia just getting the opening goal and thinking that they were going to cause another upset here in the World Cup, but it was not to be. Trying to turn there was the ever-present number 9, Morgan. So throwing here. Mohammed trying to get in the area. Ball played upfield. Daniel, always impressive, cool, calm, and collected at the back. Strides forward for his team here. And then he goes down under the challenge of Richardson.
Another professional foul there.
Yeah. It's been a tactic used by the Signal Hill team just to break things up.
Yes, break the rhythm up of Mason Hall.
Well, Signal Hill, they got a goal from a similar distance. Let's look at the delivery here from Daniel. It's in at the back post. And
that was a weak header there. It was a lovely flighted ball. He just needed to run on and crash it on, but just let it slide off his forehead.
Yeah, Baker there with the opportunity, arriving at the last post, but unable to get any real power on it. So he'll definitely be counting that as a chance. As taking his time here, Warner. Kareem Warner, the goalkeeper and captain for Signal Hill. Signal Hill, they lead this one 1-0. Turning one way, then the other. But then he loses out to King. King the ball through, it's aimed at Trim. Daniel across. Just plays it out. Went down under the challenge. The referee says it's a legal challenge. Ball thrown in. Skips past one challenge. The ball across the area. Walker comes. Oh, his pocket has been picked.
Are they sleeping today?
Remember, look at it again. The ball was played in. He did not see King coming, and his pocket was just picked. He deemed that he's holding his hand.
Bit unlucky there by Trey.
So he'll have to be careful. Kwashi. Good work by Kwashi. Still Kwashi. Finds Williams, the dangerous Williams here. Oh, a bit of a heavy touch. And then it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick.
They have been crowded him. As soon as he get the ball, they have crowded him very fast. 2 and 3 players around him. Make sure he doesn't get the room to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, well, a bit of one-dimensional play by the Mason Hall team. They've only been using one direct target. They've been trying to get Williams going. He's been well marked and covered. But here comes Mason Hall. Oh, coming across. The ball kept in play. The keeper leaving his line. Dear Warner. Very dangerous play by him. In the end, all's well that ends well.
Yes. I'll have to see if he didn't come. The player might have get some more time to control.
So in the end, he did well. Seabrook just running out of real estate. It's going to be a throwing here for Signal Hill. Remember, of course, with the World Cup being in Qatar.
Yes. Cannot play there in the heat, in the summertime, because of the heat.
Shot there from distance there by Daniel. As you say, he's been playing like a libero. He's up and down there, playing total football. Does he have the energy to go up, join the attack, and then get back to his more central defensive position?
Well, he have been doing it for them whole season, so I think he should have it. But when they come into the end of the season, how much you have in your tank to carry on?
Well, we see staying down there the goalkeeper, Kareem Warner. He's holding the calf, so not sure if it's a bit of cramp. Now, Kareem Warner should be warned that the referees would be watching the World Cup. They would see that 10 minutes is being played of added on time, 12 minutes of added on time. So he should know that if this is a time wasting ploy, not saying that it is.
Needs to be careful.
Yeah, the time will be added back on.
And you shouldn't be trying to waste time. I'm just saying.
Yeah, with just 53 minutes gone.
53 minutes gone. I think the more you play it and let the game jogs on, you are in the rhythm. And you need to see the moment that you are in control, so you try to play because you have the moment. If you are under pressure, you try to slow the game down and take the sting out of the game. But whilst you are in playing now and they are in control, I think you should try to get the game playing as much as possible, so their rhythm is not disrupted.
A word to the wise is sufficient there. Yeah, life is about momentum. Life and sports is about momentum. When you're in the front foot, why would you go down and allow a restart, allow Mason Hall to go and do some soul searching, get back some rhythm to their attacks? But it seems to have worked here as Signal Hill is on the attack. The ball aimed at Morgan, but he's not going to get there, at least not first. And then with a push in the back of Gilman as the ball goes out, it's going to be a free kick as the AR1 on this side would have a signal for a free kick. As they get ready to restart here, Kwashi. Walker bangs it upfield. Richardson. King with some time. But doing some good defensive work. And just giving away cheaply, really. And King. Richardson. He's been a ball of energy in the midfield for Signal Hill. But then they lose out here to Mohammed. It's a cross and running into the box here. Shot! Oh, and he puts it over with the opportunity. Baker
has all the time in the world to do much better.
As we look at it again,
give it away, sit cheaply. Great run, nice touch. Has all the time just to calm himself and put it away. It's to the side of the keeper. He went for power and over the bar.
So since the resumption, Walker has had 2 opportunities or 2 half chances to really get his team back in this one. Will they be made to rue those missed opportunities? Only time will tell. Judea Phillips, it's his goal that separates these 2 teams. As Signal Hill quite willing to knock the ball out the back. Good defensive work by Daniel. And then trying to take it on the chest there was Dublin. You have to soften up that chest there.
Yes.
Mohamedo, he's come to life here on this left-hand side for Mason Hall. So just as you were saying earlier in the commentary, that on the wings, early in the second half, they were nullified in the first half and only second half. But you're seeing that Mohammed here, he's coming to life and creating lots of chances.
So every time they Mason Hall create any chances, the ball normally comes from the wing.
Ball across, Warner comes. King.
And the 2 chances that they have received, that they have gotten, come from the wing.
Kwashi, a foot race here, but Kwashi able to retrieve. But Morgan wins out here. Morgan with a shot. Taking no chance there was Walker. So Morgan there making himself a nuisance there.
Yes, twice. Win it, lose it, win it. Great defending. See, when you try to play too much as a defender, it can cost you sometimes. Win it and pass it. I think he has hurt his hand up. I think he was carrying an injury before, but it seems like he has damaged his shoulder. He's holding his shoulder.
Holding the shoulder there. Walker, keeper Walker, he had to go full stretch there. I think it would have gone into the side netting, but from his position, he would have to make sure
that to make the save because he wasn't sure where he was.
Yeah, definitely. He's holding his shoulder. For those who've been following football here in Tobago, his hand in the championship final just about 2.5 weeks ago.
He dislocated
his finger in the penalty shootout and made 2 magnificent saves early on, and really it looked like his team was going to become themselves championship champions, but it was not to be. His team, after leading early in the penalty shootout, then came back to lose that penalty shootout. This evening, though, a mistake by him is what has caused us to have that score at Signal Hill 1, Mason Hall 0. Nyan Walker there. He's able to get up. He's holding that shoulder. Able to move it around, so that's a good sign here. As we approach the hour mark in this one, King, he stands over this one. Jaden King. So back on his feet. Nyan Walker. King to take the corner. Let's look at the delivery. Go short. Taylor with a bit of a heavy touch. Ball it into the area.
Great defensive header there.
But it falls to King. As the rhythm section sparks up here at the Dwight York Stadium. Gesturing offside. There was Dufo. Oh, it's in fact it's for infringement. So it's going to be Signal Hill's ball. King. He stands over this one. He's going to be taking this with the left boot. He's going to be curling inward. Ball floated into the area. Oh. It was aimed at Judea Phillips, but he just was not able to get onto the end of that one. In fact, it's not Phillips who was there, but the other big defender, the number 3 Devins, wasn't able to get to the end of that one. Kwashi. Aimed at Mohammed. Dublin comes and puts it into touch.
Great covering. You can see there are always someone there. Need a bit of communication. Is it? The pressure is starting to tell on Signal Hill here.
Well, since the second half has started, we're seeing that Mason Hall have come more and more into the game. They begin.
I have to break this down. From since the goalkeeper has sit, Signal Hill goalkeeper has sit, the momentum has changed a bit.
Definitely, his team was on the ascension, and now it seems to be that. So the ball being played across. So it's going to be Signal Hill's ball. It's going to be a throwing on the far side. The Vins has gone out to take it.
Signal Hill needs to try to get back to their rhythm, passing the ball and moving as they have done in the first half.
Well, it seems though that Devon Dollar Smart, he's definitely done the adjustment. He's gotten more of his players into the midfield area. So Signal Hill has not had it all the way in the midfield area.
Player is down.
Yeah, it's a head injury. The ball crashing into his head. Anytime it has anything to do with the head in modern football or modern sport, you don't wait a second as you see the referee signaling.
Yes.
For the
physio is strolling on the field. It's a head injury. You need to be sprinting on.
Yeah, and down is Doreen Taylor.
Remember, if you're joining us now, it is the Intercol finals being played between Signal Hill.
So
yes. Oh.
Williams. It wasn't Williams. In fact, it was Allen. Denton Allen with a shot, cannon off the face of
the player there.
Taylor. Yeah.
That's hard to begin so close.
Yeah, so close.
Sometimes a shot like that could knock a player out.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have much time to see it to react. You'd have been trying to commit with your foot. Totally different mechanisms involved, and then it crashes into your head.
You can't put your hand up there because you put your hand and the ball hits your hand, it's a foul. Could be, if it was in the area, it could be a penalty.
Oh, he's straight offside. That is very close.
Mason Hall seems to be finding their rhythm here with the white players, but he just needs to check his run.
Yeah, he definitely. Of course, he'll be across the line.
Yeah.
You know, when the ball was kicked, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
Long. What we're seeing there, it seems that he was offside. So good call by the assistant referee. And you see Mason Hall just getting a free kick there. Defoe has definitely become more involved in this. They're leaving it for Kwashi here. Kwashi, the number 11, who plays at the back.
Oh, by the big guy.
Turning one way, then the other, Daniel. Across to Gilman. Gilman with a poor touch. Kwashi. Oh, is it Kwashi? Yes, Kwashi able to clean up for him. And then Kwashi walks his way past two. Ball played in. It falls to Williams. Strong challenge and able to win out there. Was Baker with the ball across.
And this is the fight that I know of Mason Hall. They do not give up. If Signal Hill doesn't be careful, they can be hurt.
Well, we're seeing a lot of the Signal Hill players just applying some stretches. A bit of a missed kick, but getting back there is Daniel.
Good
and
skill
then
again.
good skill. Oh,
A lot of great composure by the defender.
Julian there playing it forward. So Mason Hall, they have upped the tempo. Oh, and then he just gives it away cheaply. Strong challenge. Fairly, says the referee. Ball aimed at Mohammed. Can he keep it in play?
Yes,
He's lightning fast. Oh, did he keep it in play? The referee says yes. Still Mohammed. And then put into touch there under pressure. Before putting it into touch, it's a corner.
Now Mason Hall start to find their rhythm. They start to find the wing guys.
Well, just about 24 minutes left in this one to find an equalizer first. Across to take it is Williams. Shot at Williams. He will take this one. And as the ball is cleared, Williams, the impressive Williams. Still Williams, but Warner comes across. Kareem Warner able to just compose things here. He'll want to take the sting out of this game. So Sid, lots of action here and excitement at the Dwight York Stadium.
Yes, a lot of action here. And the game is heating up. I think this
definitely
will be an offside.
Yeah, he's offside by a mile. That was Trim there, Israel Trim. Just having straight offside. As it's going to be a free kick here for Mason Hall.
Player is down, having a stretch.
Yeah, before he even went down, at this time you were seeing a lot of the Signal Hill boys. The second half had been played at a frenetic pace. Yeah, Mason Hall has definitely come. They've pressed, just as you said, that they're not willing to lay down and die here. They're always willing to battle. And we see going down there Dublin.
And Dublin has been one of their better defenders.
Well, he's come under pressure from Mohammed up on this side here. He's playing on the right hand side and Dublin coming up on the left hand side here. For Mason Hall, that's Mohammed coming up on the left hand side for Mason Hall. So he's done a lot of running. As you're seeing there, just a bit of cramp stepping in. He'll, on the other side of the field, also taking a bit of a stretch. It seems to be the goal scorer. But even before Dublin went down, he was seeing a lot of the players looking to stretch. So you know that they were under a bit of pressure here.
Yes. I think they need to try to take the sting out of the game, try to get back to their passing rhythm and move and bounce the ball and get Mason Hall out of the game. Do not give them too much chance to control and play their long diagonal balls, their normal game of getting players running. They have gone back to the first half. Mason Hall was trying to play knocking the ball. That is not in their DNA. They like to play direct. And now they are playing it direct. They are looking much more dangerous.
Well, it's going to be an interesting 22 minutes left, plus whatever time would be added on by the officials. As we see Umar Daniel, about to take this one. He bangs this one long. Winning out there in the midfield for Mason Hall. Well cleared it, but it's only as far as Kwashi.
Yes.
Yeah, the substitute hanging it across. Aimed at Mohammed. He's come to life in the second half. Ball almost played through. So coming in waves now. Signal Hill unable to really clear the lines. Finally, they get it out of play.
Signal needs to try somehow to get their foot on the ball and calm the game. Slow this game up.
Daniel. skillful as ever. He's been playing total football for his team. Chester out of the reach of Stewart there. They cover the ball across. Unable to get on the end of it was Mohammed. So they've started to press. They've started to come in waves here.
Waves after waves.
So like the ocean crashing on the waves at the Bacalat Bay. It seems like Mason Hall are crashing on Signal Hill at this point.
You're so right there. They are winning all the 50-50s.
Daniel, the ball is in the area. Just able to go to play or shut out there by Warner. Was it a moment in time when he went down? His team was on the offensive. They were pressing after he's gone down.
And I spoke about it.
Yeah, you definitely pointed it out there. It was a word to the wise. And it was needed at that time. And we've seen the result here. Because Mason Hall, they've definitely found another gear. Good work there. But then he loses out. Gilman able to recover. Ball cleared upfield. King here again. Can King finish off the game here? He finds Trim. You know the tricky Trim. But then his shot just wide.
Rushed it.
Yeah.
He had more time. Because they still didn't move the ball and play. Instead of taking that rush shot and giving Mason Hall the ball, you know. Take your time. Kill off some time. Move it. You have time.
I think the instruction needs to come from the coaches. Dangerous Williams. If anyone can reply, it's him. Daniel. So the two best players on this Mason Hall team interchanging passes, linking up. Williams. Ball across. Warner does well.
Now is the time for him to slow the pace down. Calm. Take as much time off.
Sending his troops forward. Trying to pull the sting out of this tail over.
Huge kick.
It's going to go all the way through to goalkeeper Walker. And raising his foot. Yeah. The referee just signaling, having a quick word with the attacking player. Ball played through. Lightning fast. This Mohammed covers the ground really quick there, Sid.
Yes.
So Williams, he's come out from his more central position. He's floated out onto the wing area, probably trying to get more room. Yeah.
Yes, more room to play. See if they will come with the double teams on the flanks.
And the speedy Mohammed has gone
into the middle. Players are down, 3 players stretching.
Yeah,
as we have seen all season, a lot of players have been, when you reach around the 70th minute, there's a lot of cramps and so spots stepping in.
So a lot of the Signal Hill players have gone down, whether it's a tactical or they are being affected by the conditions. Look how much of them down. Definitely.
Remember, you are viewing Intercol Final, Mason Hall Secondary, Signal Hill Secondary.
So there's going to be some substitutions by Signal Hill.
For the first period of play of the move of number 2, Desire Philip. And that's where the goal is in center of the stand is 1 goal in the favor of Signal Hill.
So there seems to be some movement on the bench for Signal Hill. The substitution I think has been made. Orlando Jack has come on. Not yet on. But in the meantime, the action continues apace on the pitch. That ball comes up on the hand, no call by the referee.
This is what they need to do. Rush it.
Ball played upfield. Gilman. Hit it on.
Nice
Finally,
play.
they're able to get some method of control on the ball. Ball played through off the back of Morgan. Still Morgan. King. Sibro. It's aimed at Williams. This can be dangerous. The dangerous Williams in the area. And then he just muffles his shot there.
Has so much time. He has so much time. He has so much quality. I think he just rushed this one.
At the moment just getting to him, as another Signal Hill player goes down.
Have seen this from him. He's not a guy who seems to be rushing.
As we see a substitution about to be made there, and coming off is the impressive Israel Trim. He departs, and coming on Orlando Jack.
Poor defending there by the defense. Rushed. Dive in. No. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. As a great defender, you stay on your feet.
What you're seeing here, a number of the Signal Hill players, as you see Taylor again staying down.
Yes.
And then you look at the back, the Signal Hill players also staying down. Now, what the referee has to do to stop this, when the play is stopped, if more than one player goes down, they're supposed to be withdrawn. So if 4 players go down, they're supposed to play with the other 7 men. And I think he's allowing players just to go down and get up, and time is being wasted. You know, so he definitely needs to get his hand on this one. The man in the middle, Keon York. That's a powerful kick downfield.
Very big kick.
Yeah, he can kick the ball, definitely. So the defensive substitution made by Signal Hill, they realized that they're just losing out, so they brought on Orlando Jack.
They just need someone to bring a spark back to them.
The ball across. But the ball had gone out of play. The referee assistant just signaling that they would have run out of play. So it's going to be a free kick with just about 30 minutes plus whatever time would be added on left to be played in this one. Signal Hill, they lead the Tobago zone of the Tiger Town Secondary School's Coca-Cola Intercol 1-0. Sibro, he's disappeared from the midfield here today. I think the pace of the game just getting to him.
Yes, I think so. Sibro will be withdrawn as well. No, not Sibro.
So it's not Sibro who's gonna be withdrawn, and in fact it's Allen who's gonna come off. So Allen, St. Louis is gonna come in.
St. Louis.
So Tyreek St. Louis comes in.
Needs to slow the game down. You are up. No need to rush for the ball. Why? The coach does not teach these things.
Just worming his way past. Coming to life though, Taylor, I've expected him to be much more involved today.
Taylor have moved from central strike and moved more into midfield. So the service was there for Taylor holding up the ball and bringing players into the game. They haven't have that now. So now he's back into midfield trying to service someone, when he's normally getting the service and holding the ball up and bring players into the game. He has gone into midfield trying to service someone. This is where Signal has lost their plot there.
Definitely, you know. So just losing the tactic there, you know, not using a player where he's best suited.
Yes.
He's more better when he's playing with his back to the defense, and also the ball played into the channels.
Yes.
When he's got to bring that ball, he's just not seem to be just as effective. But look at this action here. The ball is headed down. Oh, bit of a miss kick. Still not clear. A shot from distance.
That's a powerful shot there.
It was a shot from distance, but well handled by Warner.
Yes.
That ball was traveling. It was not cleared. And then a shot from distance.
And plucked it out of the air like if it is nothing.
Yes. Good handling there.
Yeah, by the goalkeeper.
He's been confident all evening long though. And going down there, Richardson.
He seems to have a good pair of hands.
Yeah, Richardson just bringing down fouling Daniel there. Daniel has gone into a more advanced position. Ball floated into the area. The ball across! Oh, and it's put into the open goal! Guess the name of the man!
Who else?
Williams!
Who else? And this is what a ball from 40 yards out. And I think the goalkeeper should have done better. Should have come there and claimed this ball.
He stayed on his
He didn't help the team. And I think the defense has stood there.
Look at it again.
So
Daniel
far,
floated in.
in the back of the defense. Great run onto the ball. Great pass onto Williams. And easily back of the net.
Well,
the defense has fell asleep.
Yeah, they fell asleep. Look at them celebrate. So Rekilde Williams there. He puts his name on the scorecard. He's been their hero. He's definitely carried this team. And when they were looking for something special, guess who?
He pops up again.
Rekilde Williams. But Signal Hill, can they respond?
I think Signal Hill didn't play very smart. Sometimes when they were up 1-0, they were rushing the game as well still. Sometimes you just need to calm it because they were getting attacks coming against them, and they did not calm themselves when they have the chance to do it. And they need to do that. They need to learn these things as quickly as possible. Sometimes the coach needs to let the players know, hey, we are on top. No need to rush for the ball for a corner. No need to rush for a throw-in. Calm, and let's set up our play.
Well, it's Taylor. Ball across. So they'll have to learn that lesson the hard way. Williams, he just gives it away. King sneaks past one. Just deemed to have been fouled there by Baker. Rushing to take it.
Yes, rushing to take it. Even though you're 1-1 up, 1-1. Just calm. Set yourself up for the play. Set your because you have set plays. Set yourself up. Calm yourself and get your set plays going.
Jadier Phillips, can he repeat what he did in the first half? Floats it in. Just headed clear. And then anywhere will do. Coach Dollar Smart is allowing the ball to go past him.
And this is the fitness of Mason Hall has shown again. They have shown that they are willing to run. They are willing to fight. And this is a character shown. Sometimes these characters is shown from the coach. Because the beliefs in a coach or the style of a coach will show the character of your team.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a never say die, regardless of how it goes with this Mason Hall team. From what we've seen all season long, as there we see the man Rekilde Williams. He hasn't have any help in the area. And then he just runs out of real estate. It's gonna be a goal kick.
When a team has beliefs in a coach, they do everything to make sure they win.
Yeah, they can run through the wall, a brick wall for their coach. So you're seeing, if you're just joining us, you're watching action here on Tiger Sports International. We're watching the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League, the Intercol, the Coca-Cola Intercol, the Tobago Zone Finals. The last time this man went down, there was a swing in the momentum.
Could it happen again in their favor this time?
Well, let's see, because his team is definitely under the cush at this point. If you're just jogging on. Said it. If it goes down to kicks from the penalty mark, who would be your favorite?
Well, I have to say Mason Hall.
Well, Warner though has shown that he's a quite competent goalkeeper, but history, at least recent history, Walker
shown that he can save penalties.
And these are the goals in this game thus far. In the first half, Jadier Phillips, Walker, the keeper, misreading it totally, and he was lobbed. But then, on the other end, a short moment ago, the ball floated over. Mohammed just passing that ball into Williams.
The tired legs of Signal Hill.
And here we see Williams here again. Still Williams. Ball floated over. Mohammed.
Really can see it now. The fitness of Mason Hall.
Mohammed, the ball across. Shot. Cleared up field. Goes out. It's gonna be Mason Hall. They're coming in waves. They're applying the pressure. Anywhere will do. As Mason Hall looking to tighten the screws here. Ball kicked up field. Williams. What more can we say about that young man?
And Williams has now come into the game.
Oh, the ball is across. Mohammed there. Yashua Mohammed with the opportunity. But the safe hands of Warner, and then he releases Taylor. Taylor in a bit of a foot race. Runs out of real estate.
I think Taylor has now pushed himself back up in front.
Yeah, he's definitely, since the substitute Morgan has come on it, he's dropped more into midfield, but it hasn't worked for his team. And now with looking to get this go-ahead goal or winner, when you look at the clock,
yes,
he's definitely gone back into his more effective position.
Yes.
Daniel is brought down there.
Would we see another goal again? The 2 goals has come from one side, from a free kick from one side.
Yeah, from set plays.
From set plays.
So let's look at it here, the delivery, the impressive Daniel. Ball floated over the top.
This time they dealt with it.
Dealt with it, Mohammed. Caught in possession, there was Stewart. Signal Hill able to come forward, but Koshi wins out. Sibro. Richardson. He runs into a bit of traffic. And then that ball just cleared away there by Julian.
That was a heavy touch there. You have so much time and space.
So with just about 3 minutes plus whatever added on time would be played. If you're just joining us, Mason Hall won, Signal Hill won. But it promised to be a cracker. It totally has delivered here, Sid.
Yes. Mason Hall has now come to the party in the second half and is shown why they have been challenging for the top spot in the Tobago zone, and now they are challenging to win this Intercol, Coca-Cola Intercol.
Well, between them
Tobago
and
zonal finals,
this Tobago zonal championship is the boys from the hills, Signal Hill, and they are still coming. Ball floated across the area. Captain Daniel allowing it to run, and then going for one of his mazy runs, running into some difficulty, but Koshi able to win it out, and then he tries to get Mohammed going. It's a wayward pass. So coming in waves, the Signal Hill team now trying to respond. They allow Mason Hall to already dictate a huge portion of the second half.
yes,
And it's only been since they've conceded that they've definitely gone back on the front foot and tried to get back in this one.
always say, when you get a side on the ropes, try to keep them on the ropes.
Yeah, you definitely
Don't give them a chance.
Yeah.
Once they get a sniff,
especially a side that has shown character, as this Mason Hall team. These are the type of teams, when you get them on the ropes, you finish them off, or they're going to make you pay.
and they have shown that many times.
Well, here they come again.
Full of
Sibru. Skipping past one challenge and the other, but then he loses out. The referee assistant there just signaling for a bit of an infringement. So it's going to be a free kick there. Big guys are going to load the back. It's been all Mason Hall in the last 20 minutes or so. It's a throw-in. This one just going out of play. So it's going to be a goal kick. We're looking at the fourth official to see how much more time would be added on. And we see one of the Mason Hall players having stayed down. Not sure what play it is really. So let's look at the fourth official. And 6 minutes would be played. So they are following a la the World Cup.
All these injuries.
Nice build up there by Mason Hall, but they're coming and winning out. Sibo on the ball, he loses out. Gilman, still Gilman, going for a bit of a run. That ball just coming off of the Mason Hall players. It's gonna be Signal Hill throw. Morgan, he's coming on as a substitute. He's looked good in sparks, but he's not really affected the game as you thought he would. Orlando Jack shakes off one challenge. He has been infringed, so it's going to be a free kick here. Can Jadier Phillips be the hero? The rhythm section is in full song here at the Dubai Chalk Stadium. Goal. Easily handled there by Walker. He's not going to make that same mistake twice. Very competent. Rakilde Williams, always full of running. Still Williams. Williams looking to go solo. But this ball goes through. And Warner seems to think that he's competent enough from the penalty marks. Yeah, so definitely.
Yes, he's still intact.
He slowed the game totally down to a walk here. He's not going for the winner.
I think for me, I will try to go for the win in the game.
And he's the keeper, so probably he thinks that he got it covered if it goes to kicks from the penalty mark. Of course, she's just playing that upfield.
I think the best for you, what do you think, Mr. Perry? Is try to win the game in the 90th minute or go for the penalties?
I always want to go for if it's locked at 0-0. Yeah, I want to go for the win, especially if I have players who can do it. Now, if I was totally under pressure, I would and think my players can't score.
Can they score? Oh!
And force the permit off there. Wicked deflection there.
Yes.
And Walker there. Just came off the back of the defender. He just had to put a strong palm on it.
Look at it, Mr. Pierre. That was a great save there as well. It was a good shot. Nice build up.
Yeah, King there. It was slipped through. He had the shot. It came off the back over. It seemed to be sneaking in there at the far post. But it's going to be a corner.
And that could have been very tricky. That one could have just looped and just dropped it.
So it's going to be now or never for Signal Hill. At the first post, headed clear there by Kwashi. So he's going to get an opportunity to take it over. Taylor
going for the, I believe, the right foot curling in now.
Yeah, he decided that, hey, I'm going to get this job in. Not quite satisfied with the delivery on the last occasion.
I think he's struggling. Look at how he's walking. That's why I think.
Yeah, it seems to. So it's going to be Taylor here. So it's going to be cooling in. Ball floated into the area. Not cleared, still not cleared. Well, finally, the referee blows his whistle. So not much more time left in this one, just under 2 minutes
to go. Yes, let's see. Yellow card was given there. I think
probably for time wasting. Okay, probably kicked away the ball after the referee whistle had gone. So it seems like Signal Hill they're quite ready to go to kicks from the penalty mark.
Maybe they have been practicing for the past 6 weeks.
Well, we'll get a chance to see. They've got a good goalkeeper though. They'll be confident in their goalkeeper. But Walker has shown that he can make stops in the penalty shootout. Phillips. Richardson treads the ball through Morgan. Good turn by Morgan. Floated across. Easily handled there by Walker.
Did all the hard work. All the hard work there, Mr. Pierre. And just floated to the goalkeeper. He needed a better cross than that. After you do all that trickery, nice skill, you need to have the final product needs to be good.
Daniel here. Can he be hero for his team here? The captain with a brisk run now down the right hand side. He's got 2 for company. Still in possession. The referee, the assistant referee on that far side, just saying that it's a foul. So it's going to be Mason's Hall ball. Look at the difference in movements of the 2 teams.
Yes.
When Mason Hall get the opportunity, they're rushing forward. They're looking like they want to score. I think Signal Hill has signed off for
penalties.
Yeah, for this to be decided from kicks from the penalty
and this could be the last kick of the game.
Well, let's look at the delivery of this one. Ball into the area. Another very good. And
as I predicted.
That's the end of this one. It brings to the end the full-time score in this one. Signal Hill, they have won. Mason Hall had won a really interesting final here in Tobago City.
First half, Signal Hill. Second half, Mason Hall. It was on both sides. Each team has dominated on one side of the game. So first half, Signal Hill did the job. Played pretty well, had their goal, was looking very dominant. And on the second half, Mason Hall has come out with their style of play, the more direct style of play, has taken over the game, and they were looking much better and more dangerous in the second half.
Well, this one is going to be decided with kicks from the penalty mark. We have the goals in the first half. It was Judea Phillips. He had a free kick. He floated this one up and goalkeeper Walker totally misjudged it. It ended up in the back of the net. But then in the second half, a free kick floated at the back post. The defense stood. Mohammed was supposed to react and he played it on a platter for Raquelde Williams. And he put it in to draw up Mason Hall level. Well, that's the score at the end of full time. We go to the break. When we come back, we'll have kicks from the penalty mark. Welcome back to action here at the Dwight York Stadium as we get ready for kicks from the penalty mark. It was an interesting game, said a balanced game, and I think the result 1-1 after full time was a fair result. But now we're going to be decided with kicks on the penalty mark.
Well, kicks on the penalty mark, it's always a tricky thing. You never know who has the confidence. Mason Hall has done this twice in 3 weeks. Well, this will be the third time in 3 weeks. Every week.
So they've had the experience. So Daniel Doe, the captain, he's going to put his team on his back. He's been good for his team at the back. He went forward and he created the opportunity from the free kick. But now we'll have to get the ball in the back of the net. If it goes to the back of the net, it'll be the first time the ball has entered the back of the net from this side of the pitch.
Yes. So let's see how many will be going in on this side of the pitch.
So it's Omar Daniel, the captain, up against the impressive Kareem Warner. So it's Warner and Walker at the two goalkeepers, but the goalkeeper forcing the head of Warner. Big save there by Warner.
This is the reason why he was wasting all this time.
He was quite confident of his ability, and there he is urging on the team, urging on the fans in the stands. Look at that penalty again.
That's a great save. Great save.
He sent him the side that he wanted him to go, and then he got bigger. That was a fairly well taken penalty. Of course, he could have gone for more power, but it was on the ground, and it was a good distance away as well from the keeper.
Yes, and he's a big guy, so he has good leap, and he did the job, the first part for Signal Hill.
Well, it's Dareem Taylor. He's been silent this afternoon. He'll want to get it right, but he's up against Walker, the impressive Walker from the kicks from the penalty mark. He's always saved one. Will it be this one?
And that's a great penalty.
He just rolls it into the back there. Easy as Sunday morning.
He went right into the corner. Right down into the corner. You have to get a rod to get that one out.
So Dareem Taylor put Signal Hill 1 up in the penalty shootout. The kick from the penalty mark. And going up to take this one for Mason Hall, Ja'Cory Julian. He's up against Warner here. Kareem Warner. Julian, you'd have seen his captain penalty being saved. But he shows that he has the confidence.
Send the keeper the wrong way.
Yeah. Well taken penalty.
Well taken penalty there. Love the height.
Yeah,
height and they send the keeper the wrong way.
So walking up to take this one is Jadine King. He's been good for his team. He's a left-footed player. It's number 11. Yeah, it's number 11, so it's Jadine King. Walker got it both hands to it.
I think he had a chance to save that one.
Yeah.
He need some more conviction there.
I think all you need to do is to have a firm hand.
Yeah. You don't need to catch the ball. Catch the ball out.
There's no replay here.
Yeah.
There's no follow-up. No rebound in this. So you just need to get a firm hand behind it. But going in to take this one, we see it's the impressive Mohammed.
And that's goal number penalty there. That's a good one. Send the keeper the wrong side. Number 6.
So Richardson to take this one.
That's a great penalty there.
Yeah, so Richardson.
Yes, Richardson, yes.
Sending the keeper the wrong way.
Richardson scores for Signal Hill. Signal Hill scoring the 3 of the attempts so far.
So Signal Hill, they're perfect from kicks from the penalty mark. Walking up here, Kwashi. Julian Kwashi. So he's going to take Julian Kwashi. He's up against Warner. Can Warner pull out another big save here?
That's a great penalty there. Keeper couldn't move. He just stood there like his boots is full of cement.
Yeah, he planted him there. So coming up to take this one.
I think the stutter step had made him.
Yeah, he planted it. Yeah,
planted him.
So it's gonna be Pereira, Mario Pereira. Yeah, he's up against Walker. Walker will want to make at least one save. For the past 3 weeks, we've seen him save at least one time. Can he repeat here? Pereira.
Seems like Singer have been practicing a lot of free penalties.
Oh, that's the save! Walker
has brought them back into the game.
Is saved by Walker, so the scores are now tied 3 apiece with 1 miss each.
Just confidence. I could have seen the run up. The run up was a bit too short for me. You need to get some momentum. And the ball was like direct, was goalkeeper height.
Killy Williams, he's been their hero thus far this season. Will he continue? He's up against Warner, Kareem Warner. Kick number 5 for Mason Hall.
And he saves it!
The big save!
It's saved by Signal Hill Warner, but there is still 1 kick to go. Should Signal Hill score, they will take the trophy. Should Signal Hill score, they will lift up the title.
A brave save, a really impressive save here.
And it was the same thing, the run up. You didn't see any confidence there in the penalty. So his run up was a bit short, no power on the kick, and it was nice height for a goalkeeper. He didn't have to go down, he didn't have to go up.
So it's going to be Judea Phillips. He opened the scoring for Signal Hill. Will he close it off here for them? Either which way, Warner, the goalkeeper, has come up big for them.
Well, I have to say this. The goal scorer for Mason Hall has thrown away his penalty. Would it be the same thing here?
Well, only time will tell. Phillips.
And that's a great penalty there.
So Judea Phillips, he puts it away. Signal Hill return to rule the roast here at the Dwight York Stadium. As they roll back the hands of time, they've been crowned the kings of Tobago in the Intercol. They've booked their place to move forward. Signal Hill, at the end of it all, they beat Mason Hall in kicks from the end of the penalty mark.
The penalties that Signal Hill has took, they were. You can see the conviction with these with these penalties. Mason Hall, you could have seen some of them, like there was just no energy in them for the penalties. And I think for a side who have been through the wars of winning games And in the past 2 weeks, in penalties, I think they should have shown some more conviction.
Yeah, I think though, credit must go to the big keeper, Kareem Warner. You saw from early o'clock, he was looking to play for kicks from the penalty mark, and he showed the reason why he was big for his team. He definitely came up trumps, and he'll be the man of the match for me. Well, folks, we're going to wait for the prize giving function as we have the goals in the game. Judea Phillips, he floated it in. The keeper, yes. Walker, misread it, and it went into the back of the net.
Yes. And this one, nice free kick, floated right to the back of the 6-yard box, played across to the face of the goal, and a simple tap in by Williams.
So at the end of 90 minutes, it went to kicks from the mark, and this was the winning penalty. He sent the keeper the wrong way. As it started, Judea Phillips ended it there. Yes. They celebrate Signal Hill as they're gonna be crowned, as we see the president of the Secondary Schools Football League, Maruri Gonzalez. He's down at the front. He's just gonna
on the track, on the running track there with the prizes there, and the players are there. The Mason Hall players are looking dejected, and Signal is there celebrating.
Yeah, it's one of those occasions, you know, you're seeing. But credit to the Mason Hall team. A lot of them have stayed, as we see the Kathleen Gillian, Kathleen Gillian, the Coca-Cola representative. She's there to give the man of the match. I think for me the man of the match will be goalkeeper Warner.
Well, he has done pretty well in the goal. He has saved some goals, and now he's receiving his man of match performance.
So Kathleen Gillian from Coca-Cola
had made some brilliant save in the penalties.
Yeah. So there we see him just collecting his prize from Kathleen Gillian. Or Gillan. Gillan.
It is a Coca-Cola hamper.
Yeah, it's a Coca-Cola hamper, of course. Coca-Cola, the title sponsors of the Intercol, the Coca-Cola Intercol. Also coming down there. And that picture turned the wrong way.
Yes.
Though.
So we can't. Yes.
But we can identify them. That's Miss
Blackman.
Yes, Sian Blackman, the first vice president of the Secondary Schools Football League. In red with the jeans. Then also there we have, I think it's Wayne.
And Assistant Secretary of Education, Technology, Orlando Co as well there.
I think we also have Nakima Williams. Yeah, Nakima Williams. She's in red and with the skirt on. She's the Tobago chairperson of the Secondary Schools Football League. So Mason Hall being led out there by their skipper, Omar Daniel. Coming up, number 13 there, St. Louis. Sebro Rukilme Williams there, the number 7. He's been impressive. I expect to hear that name sometime in the future.
I hope so. That we'll see him sometime with our national team.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
he's one for the future.
Definitely one for the
Just
future.
need some more nurturing and polishing and guidance.
Yeah. Yeah, what a season it has been for Mason Hall. They've definitely shown that they've got their fighting spirit. They've shown a lot of quality. You know, they've played their own style of football.
Yes, and that's their DNA. And when they play their style of football, their DNA, they have known to play, they are very dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous and exciting team.
Yes.
Yeah, so hats off to them. I think the coach, Devon Dollar Smart, a youngster that I coached more than 20 years ago, he'll definitely just have to go back to the drawing board. The manager as well, Anthony Williams. So congratulations to them as we see Dollar Smart there in the blue, just collecting his prize from the assistant secretary. And the rest of the staff just collects their, as we see Miss Sian Blackman just handing out some of the medals. As we get ready though to crown the champions. In the beginning here in Tobago there were many. In the end there remain only one as captain and keeper Kareem Warner brings out his team. The impressive Dareem Taylor. He comes up. Also coming up to collect their Christmas. Richardson. Morgan.
They have shown that they have what it takes. They have destroyed all the teams that have come before them, including
as
the Premiership team.
they collect
They were the team
their
that killed them
prizes
by
here.
And they have come out today, gone ahead very early with a blistering shot, a curling ball that just hung in the air and stripped the goalkeeper.
So we see the prize is just being, and shortly I think we're gonna see all out celebrations as they
can't take nothing away from the Signal Hill boys. Yeah. They have fought hard, they have shown spirit, they have shown heart, courage.
Definitely shown that they are a team to compete against. They'll travel now to Trinidad as they represent Tobago and all of the hopes and dreams of the Sister Isle. As we see the coach there, Downey Marcel, he's done a good job as he collects. His assistant also looking to collect there, Roach. It's been a total team effort as they get ready to hoist this trophy here.
Well, you have to give the school, from the principal down and the teachers, everyone, some credit for putting this team together.
Yeah, it's always been a team effort.
Yes.
Yeah, what you see on the pitch here is really months of hard work being put in by the players, this backroom staff, also to keep the guys with their education going at the same time. There's a lot of things that really go into this. So what we're seeing here is just the end result. It's a bit of the iceberg. What you see at the top, there's a whole lot of things, a lot of support systems, the parents, of course, and all the stakeholders. So they're getting ready to collect the trophy as we see the prizes, the pictures being taken out. Remember,
Miss Champa. Who is that? No. I think that's the Secretary of Education. I'm looking at the face. I'm trying to look at the face here.
It seems like Champa Kojo. Is there? No. Not quite sure. Well,
Secretary, yes.
some noise!
Well, they're facing the wrong way, but I think they're looking for
I'm trying to get the face.
They're still for the photographers. So, but we're just taking the celebration there.
Yes, I think that's the Secretary of Education.
Okay.
Zarisha Hackett.
Oh,
Zarisha Hackett, yes.
Okay, so Zarisha Hackett there. So, in a moment time, we would see the celebration. And that's the celebration.
Yes. It should have been the coach, but the coach was anticipating it and he escaped.
So, as we wait for the final celebration here, moments of joy here at the Dwight York Stadium, as we want to thank you for having viewed another edition of the Secondary Schools Tiger Tans Coca-Cola Intercol Action. It's the Tobago Zone Finals. Here from all of us here, I'm Gordon Pierre together with Sid Gray. I want to wish you all good night and good luck.
Goodbye.